I'm Anna from Pointerpro, and in this video I'm going to show you how to create an aggregated report. So let's say you would not just want to have an individual report for your respondents, but also a team report or a company report. So how do we do this? In this video, I'm going to show you one of the ways of doing this, and it will first involve creating a contact per group, per division in the company, or per company, let's say. So let's say we're creating a report, a team report for human resources in one of the companies. I would need to first create a contact for that specific division. You see here it asks you for the first name and last name and email, but you can actually make all of these up and just call them, just like I did here, human resources. The email can be either a made-up email or it can be the email of the person that will be actually sending out the links to this assessment. So here I am using a made-up email, but again, you can use the email of the person responsible for sharing the assessment. And then the personal ID is the most important part here. You want the personal ID to be exactly the name of the company or the name of the division, of the team, the name of a specific group of respondents that you want to have the aggregated data for. So if we are creating a report for teams, we want to create a contact per team. So in this case, I created human resources, and the personal ID should say exactly the name of the team. So here it says human resources, for example. When you've done that, you'll see that the personal ID will serve as the filter in your report. So for now, we just need to keep this information in mind and go back to the assessment. So for now, this assessment, the management self-assessment and internal one that we have, this assessment is set up for individual respondents. You will see this in the formulas. You see here, we have 10 formulas and all of them are individual formulas. However, there is an automated variable that calculates the average of any formula that you have per personal ID. So what this means? This means that the assessment, the system, is not only capable of calculating the individual result of each formula, but it's also capable of calculating the average of all of the people that took the assessment that have the same personal ID. Let's say I am from the human resources and other 10 people are also from the human resources division. So we all take the assessment with the same link. So the system knows that all of us are from the same division. We all have the same personal ID. So in the report, it will provide me the information for this specific personal ID. How to do this? So first you have to decide whether you would like to have the team report as a completely separate report, or you would like to just include the information about the team in the individual report. So let's say we just want to include this team information in the individual report so that the respondents can see how well they did and also how well the whole team did. You can also just create a separate report and call it team report and use that information there. So this is the report for this assessment, and as you can see, this report shows individual results. If we look at the gauge chart, for example, the metric for this gauge chart is just Formula 3 result. However, if we were to show that average result by personal ID, so the average result for the human resources, for example, for all of the people that took the assessment with the same link that tells the system what division it is, we would create one more gauge chart, maybe right next to this one, And as a metric, instead of Formula 3 result that just shows the individual results of each respondent, we would use this variable, Formula 3 average result by personal ID. So you see it says it here, the average result for those responses with the same contact personal ID. And we know that everyone from human resources has the same personal ID, so it will show me how well the whole division did. So I would want to populate this team chart with average result by personal ID in here, and of course change the title to something like team result, like this. So you would have two charts, one of them is individual and the other one is team score. Same thing you would do in a separate report. So if you would want to have a separate team report, just populate all of the charts with this exact variable. So it can be a different formula, but it would still be average result by contact personal ID. So what happens when you've set up the report and now you have to send out the link to this assessment? You need to send a specific link to a specific division or a specific company or a specific group of people. Here we have human resources, and the PID is human resources. So the link will have this information inside if you add the unique identifier to it. So you see each division will have its unique identifier. So how to add this link to the generic link of your assessment? All you need to do is just go to the questionnaire, click on the Share tab, get this link, paste it in the browser, like this, and then here you would need to add, let me just quickly grab it because I never remember it. You would need to add an additional part, this one here, this one here. Here we go. Okay. Here we go. This one here. And then after UID, you would need to add this unique identifier because it's unique to human resources. And here you go. This is the link for human resources. So you see, it is your generic link, but it also has the UID, which lets the system know that this UID is the one that human resources have. So you will need to send this link to all the people from the same division, and they will all need to take the assessment, and in the report they will see their results and also the team scores. And the team score, of course, will be calculated as an average by personal ID. And just one more little thing, if you've decided to create a separate team report. So you have one assessment, one management self-assessment, you have the individual report for each respondent, and you also have the team report, which is a separate thing, linked to the same assessment. How do we make sure that we download the team report for that exact team? To do this, you would need to go to the dashboard, to your results tab, then click on the download button right here, and click on Reporter PDF Filtered. Here you will see all of the reports that you can first filter and then download, and here you will be able to apply a filter. So you remember when at the beginning I said that the personal ID will be the filter for your reports? So here's where it actually comes in. You would need to add a filter, set it to contact, personal ID, and in here we will need to write exactly the personal ID of that specific department or a company or a group of people. We are looking to download the team report, this one here, Management Self-Assessment Team Report, for just the responses of the respondents that had the personal ID equal to human resources. So here we go. If you first apply this filter and then click on download, you will have one aggregated report with all of the information, with all of the averages by personal ID, only for human resources. So this is how it works. I hope it was useful, and I am looking forward to seeing you in other videos. Bye bye and have a great day.